So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a good day. So, in this video, we are going to talk about 10 functions that are typically used in Excel. But before we go deeper, why it is important for us to learn these all formulas? Nothing else for easy applying our job in future. Nowadays, most employers are looking the employees who have a lot of experiences in using any kind of software like this Excel. So in other words, I can say that mostly they hire soft skills and hard skills employees. So make use of all these formulas in Excel. So the first lesson that we are going to learn is average. So you can see that in bottom here there is 1 until 6. So we will cover all 6 formulas in one example. We continue with our first formulas, which is average formula. So this is example of food type that have been sold in a day in a shopping center, let's say. So we have ice cream, we have cake, we have some sweets and bread. Now we want to find the average of this number. So what we need to do is just type in equal, type average, parenthesis. So this is the symbol of parenthesis. And you put the numbers from H5 until H12, the number that you want to average, which is here. And just make a close parenthesis and enter. Then you notice that you will get the average. Let's say you want to find the average quickly. So I put some equal here, average. You want to find average of 100, maybe 200 and 500. Enter. And you will get the average that the number you have written. Okay? So let's continue with the second formulas. The second one is outer sum, which is sum. So how we want to find the sum of this number is just type in sum equal sum parenthesis and you choose F5 until H12 and simply enter, and you will get the sum of the number of food that have been sold, right? So we continue with the third function, the third formulas, which is sum if function. So here you will see that we need to put a range. So the food type is a range. The criteria is here. Let's say we put a food type. The criteria is something that we want to find here, alright? And the sum range is the number of food. So let's say that I want to find the cake, the total number of cake. So what we need to do is put a range here, equal per sum if parenthesis and put a range. The range is from ice cream to ice cream, right? Comma, criteria is based on this cell, right? And the sum range is the number of the food. And you can put close parenthesis and enter. Now you will see the total of cake is 620, where it's sum of 500 plus 120, right? So let's say I want to change to ice cream. So we will get 300. 200 plus 100, we can get 300. So this is the function of sum if formulas. Next, we go to the fourth formula, which is, what is this? Function, count function. So we need to put a value and just put a value. Okay, value 1 is from this to this. We want to count how many was listed here, right? And then we parenthesis and enter. We can get 8 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 in list here, right? Count is for number only. If you do the count for food type, we will get 0, right? Let's try. I put the ice cream, the food type, and enter. You see, we will get the 0. Okay. Let's change it again and enter. Alright, we continue to the Counta function with the fifth one, the 5 formulas, or the fifth formula, right? So this is same, which we need to put value 1, value 2, and so on. So what we need to do is just, oh, before that, what is the difference between count and counter? So counter is we can use for numbers and text. So let's say that I put it here some bread maybe. Alright. So if I want to make a list how many how many numbers here, how many total of column that I use. So I can simplify, just put equal count the parentheses, and you choose hash 5 column until hash 13, right? And you make a close parenthesis, you can get 9 of number, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, including the break. And if you delete the break and enter, it will automatically change the number. Okay, the last one that we want to cover is for this lesson, these 6 formulas, is count if function. So let's say that I put foot type here, and you want to count how many cake are here, right? So you can put some cake here, and then before you type in the formula, see the range and criteria. The range is the foot type, and the criteria is this cell. Alright, based on this cell. The criteria is based on this cell. So you can type in equal and count if parenthesis and put the range, which is ice cream until ice cream. Then you put the column here into this equation and make a close parenthesis and enter. Now you will get a total of 2 cake list here, 1 and 2. Let's say I want to find the bread, so I just can simply type the bread, and it will give us 3, 1 2 3. Okay, so this is for 6 formulas. Let's continue to the 7. So this is the 7th formula in Excel. It is if function. So this is the formula that we need to use, or we need to write in order to get the if function. So in order to you for understanding better, so I will give an example, like we ask a children, not a children but some children, what is the day after Thursday? Thursday. So there are 4 children there. The first kid, second student, third one, the last one. The first student said it is Monday. The second children said it is Tuesday. The third children said it is Friday. And the last student said it is Sunday. And of course, you know that the answer is Friday, right? But if you want to find this in Excel, we don't need to type one by one. But if you use the formula, it is easier for us, right? So let's use the if formula. If, you can type equal, if, parenthesis, and the logical test. The logical test is the answer, which is if this cell is equal to Friday, so, comma, it is true. If the answer is not Friday, it is false, right? And you make a close parenthesis and enter. So see, the Monday is not Friday, so it is false. And you can drag it down, and you can see the third children is correct one. Okay, let's say that if you want to make another text, let's say that you want to make what is the day after Thursday? This first children said is Monday, so you want to say that false, and you want to make the text here is the correct answer is Friday, something like that. So you can make the equation like this: equal if logical test, we can put alright the cell, and if it equal to Friday, okay, the value if true is, we can say it is yes. If it's not, we can use it is not, it false. Let's say false, it is Friday, let's say, right? And you make a quotation mark here and close parenthesis. Notice that you have to put also in here Friday and enter. You will get the answer is false, so it is Friday, and you can drag it down. The correct one still same, right? It follow the formulas that we use. So let's say we can give another example. Okay, the first student get 50 marks in the exam. The second student get 60 marks. Third one get 90. The last student get 40 marks. Alright, let's say that we want that if who are their marks is above 60, they will plus 1. If their marks is lower than 60, their marks will minus 1. So we can use this formula. We can apply this formula. So you can just write equal if, make a parenthesis, and just type in the logical test, which is this cell, right? If it is larger than 60, we say it just now, comma, we can type this cell minus 1, plus 1, because it's greater than 60, so we want to give 1 mark extra, and if it's not, we will minus 1 and make a close parenthesis and enter. Then you will see that these children get 50 marks, not above 60 marks, so the marks will minus 1. So you can just drag it down, and the marks that above 60 will plus 1. So you can apply this into your formula. Alright, so let's go to the next formulas. Next formula, which is concatenate. So basically this formula is using to combine the text, right? So let's say that we have some names here. You can write, which is Ahmad, and the last name is Ahmad Imran. Right, the second person is Husni, and the last name is Mubarak. The third person might be Shafika, and Shafika Ali. Alright, so we want to combine these names. So how we want to do is by using this formula. So just simply type in equal and concatenate parenthesis and key in the first text, which is Ahmad, and the second text is Imran, and just make close parenthesis and enter. You can see their name is combined right now, right? But if you notice, there is no backspace between the names, right? So what you need to do is just double click there and add some quotation mark, backspace, quotation mark again, and comma. So you will have some backspace here and enter, and you will see the result. So you can just drag it down, right? So you can get the full name. So let's say that there is some correction. His name is not Ahmad but Ahsan, maybe. So it will automatically change this one. Alright, we continue to the next formulas, which is, what is this? Vlookup. Wow, sounds very, it was quite long, right? So never mind. So let's say that this is Gmail, and not Gmail, this is email, and this is phone number, maybe. Alright, right? So Ahsan Imran, maybe his email is Ahsan at Yahoo. So I make some example for Vlookup. So before that, I put some list here. Husni at gmail.com and Shafika at gmail.com again. Enter. And we put the phone number like 018 999 XXX 017 455 XXX maybe. Sorry. And the last Shafika 13233 XXX enter. So now we want to find a list that just before that we name, email, and phone number. Now we want to make a simple way to find the details of the names. Like if I put Hasan Imran, and this will automatically exist his email and his phone number. Right. So what I need to do is put Hasan Imran. Alright. So we can make it bigger before that. I can make it bigger. Right, Hasan Imran and email. So in this column we use the formula Vlookup, which is equal Vlookup, and we need to put the lookup value, which is Hasan Imran, and table array is Hasan Imran until the phone number, because we want to use these details, right? And the call index number, which is this is the first column, this is the second column, this is the third column. So it is in the third column, we just put 3. And the last one is range lookup, which is we need to put false or true, so we put false for the exact match. Right, and enter. You will see his email is exist, and phone number we use the same formulas to get his phone number by entering equal and vlookup, then put a lookup value, which is Ahmad Hasan Imran. The table array is from Hasan Imran to the last one, Shafika Ali's phone number. Then make a call index number, which is this is the first column, the second column, the third, and the fourth. Last column is fourth column, and this is false for the exact match. Alright, and enter. You will see all of Hasan Imran's detail was here, is listed here. So if I change to Husni Mubarak, so it will automatically change the details, right? Alright, now we want to use the last formulas, which is, what it is? It is drop down list. So we want to just go to the Husni Mubarak, go to the data, go to the data validation, and you put a list. Source you can get from this, Hasan to Shafika, and okay. So you see there is a list here. If you put Husni Mubarak, Shafika Ali, so the details is listed here, right? Yeah, before that, in this formula, VLOOKUP formula, we always use false at the back, because false is for the exact match. If you use true, it is for approximate match, right? So unless you have a specific reason for looking for an approximate match, you should always use false to return an exact match. Otherwise, the VLOOKUP could return some unexpected results. You can watch it again if you want to understand more, or you can watch others' video too. So I think that's all from me. Thanks for lending your ear. So wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.